Hi, by the way, I am Rico Paulo Villanueva from BAPS 4-1, and according to Section 3, or yung we also known as piracy and mutiny on the high seas or in Philippine waters. So syempre, kung sino man ang mga tao na lumalabag sa batas ay mako-considered as crime and will be punishable. So, under this Section 3, kung saan ang mga offenders can be prosecuted anywhere in the world, syempre, to these crimes, it will be considered as against humanity as a whole or kabuuhan. So, katulad na lang ng piracy and mutiny. Kung ang krimen ay against sa national security at sinusubukan dito sa Pilipinas, as there need to bring the offenders here before he can be made to suffer the consequences of the law. Kung ang act ay against the national security, so marahil they committed mai-admit man sa abroad, but still they can be punishable under our law, but it cannot be tried under the foreign law. So, yung pagdating nga sa Article 122 or yung tinatawag nating piracy in general and mutiny on the high seas or in Philippine waters, ano muna natin is paghiwalay muna natin si piracy and to mutiny. Okay, so piracy, so kung ang piracy, ano nga ba ang naka-under kay piracy? Anong ibig sabihin nito? If it is robbery, or forcible depredations on the high seas without the lawful authority and done with nemo furandi and in the spirit and intentions of universal hostility. So, syempre, kung sino man ang magko-commit ng piracy na crime will be punishable. So, ano nga ba yung tinutukoy nating yung mga acts na kung saan pinapunish under the piracy or as piracy. So first is attacking or seizing a vessel on the high seas or in Philippine waters. And yung pangalawa is seizing in the vessel while on the high seas or here on our waters or in the Philippine waters as a whole part of its cargo. So, kung saan ang equipment or personal belongings ay kasama or complement or its passenger. So, pagdating naman sa elements of piracy, kung saan ang vessel ay dapat, kung ang vessel ay nakapaloob sa high seas of Philippine or what we call is the Philippine waters or sarili nating karagatan. And pangalawa is kung yung offenders neither member of its complement nor passenger of the vessel. Ibig sabihin nito is kung hindi siya miyembro pero they are attacking the Philippine cargo na nilooban nila to kahit hindi sila miyembro, it is what we call the piracy, na hindi naman sila kamiyembro ng nasabing cargo or hindi sila passenger sa nasabing vessels pero sila ay nag-commit ng crime na pasukin nito, it is what we call the piracy. So, kung ang offenders either inattack nila or having seized a vessel on the high seas or in Philippine waters, or maybe can be seized in the vessel habang nasa high seas sila or Philippine water as a whole, or basta nasa loob ng cargo at yung mga equipment is kinuha nila, may ginawa sila, ninakawan nila yung cargo, nagkaroon ng attack doon sa mga passengers and its members of the said or the community members ng nasabi nating cargo vessel. So, syempre, there is intent to gain. So, ibig sabihin, meron silang plano to gain crimes against the security law, no? Kasi it is a very wrong act. So, syempre, kino-consider ang essence ng piracy is one of our, normally, it is one of robbery. So, any taking in a vessels with force, So, pag in-applyan mo siya ng puwersahan na pagpasok pa lang sa isang vessel, forcing to parang to command na kailangan papuntahin mo kami dito kung saan mas madaming ginto. Like, example lang, no? Dalhin mo kami dito at meron silang threat na papatayin kayo kapag hindi gumawa ng aksyon kapalit ng pera. So, pwede rin naman na naka-onboard sila in a cargo vessel. Then, yun nga siya. Pagdating naman sa mutiny, so it is unlawful resistance to a superior officer or the raising of commotions and disturbances on board a ship against the authority of its commander. Pwede nating sabihin dito na yeah, you are the superior or ikaw ang pinaka namumuno. Tapos you are against to his command. So possible sa ano na lang yon, sa ano, pwede kasing gumawa ng isang pagtitipon na kung saan is pwedeng pagtulungan si superior, na pwede kang pagtulungan. So it is tapos pwede kang patalsikin, pwede kang gawa ng threat, gawin ng ano, kahit anong wrongful act, it is considered as mutiny. So ano nga ba yung mga elements of mutiny, no? Siyempre, again, the vessel is on the high seas or Philippine water. And yung pangalawa, offenders are either members of its complement or passenger of the vessel, and the offenders either attacked or seized the vessel. So, ganon. So, di ba sa mutiny, masasabi natin or mako-consider natin siya na as a member. Kung ikaw ay isang miyembro, inatake mo or may ginawa kang masama sa loob ng cargo vessel na inyong sinasakyan, you are considered under the mutiny. Okay? So, kung nagkaroon ng ceasefire to the whole part of the cargo, or may paggawa ng wrongful act sa mga equipment or pangsasabotage, no, sa mga personal belongings ng mga crew or passenger. So ano nga ba yung pinagkaiba, no, ni mutiny and the piracy? So syempre kung as offender, no, si mutiny is committed by members, no, of the complement or the passenger of the vessel, while yung piracy is committed by persons who are not members of the complement or even a passenger of the vessel. So ano nga ba yung pwedeng maging criminal intent ni mutiny and ni piracy? So in mutiny kasi, there is no criminal intent. Pagdating naman kay piracy, no, it has a criminal intent to gain. So if possible, syempre, take note, meron ding mga penalties yan, kung saan ang pinakamabigat na pataw ng ating bansa is reclusion perpetua, or sinasabi nila 40 years gain or habang buhay na pagkakakulong. So, paano yun? Paano po pala kapag ano, no? Like, ikaw ay taga-ibang bansa, tapos ikaw ay nag-commit ng crimes against the Filipino nationality. So, pero saan po ikukulong? So, basta ang sinabi natin dito, kapag ikaw ay nasa high seas or Philippine water, you will be detained here on our country. So, or here in the, kung saang part ng karagatan ka, gumawa ng isang wrongful doings or wrongful act. So, Article 1, 2, 3 naman, okay, sa pangalawang Article 1, 2, 3, o yung tinatawag nating qualified piracy. Pagdating sa mga elements naman ito, kung saan ang vessel ay, again, on the Philippine waters or what we called a high seas. So, syempre, kung ang offenders ay may or may not be a members of or maybe passengers of the vessels, kapag ikaw ay gumawa ng attack or ceasefire sa vessels, or ikaw ay nagkaroon ng ceasefire sa as a whole part of the cargo, or nagkaroon ng mga basta wrongful doing or wrongful act sa mga equipments or personal belongings sa crewman, or sa mga passenger, it is considered as a qualified piracy. So the proceeding were committed under any any following of the circumstances na sasabihin ko. So, whenever they have seized a vessel, kung ito man ay on board or bago pa lang umalis ang barko, it is considered under the qualified piracy, no? It is firing upon the same. So, whenever the pirates have abandoned their victims without means of saving themselves, or whenever the crimes is accompanied by murder, homicide, physical injuries, or rape. So, syempre, any circumstances ng Article 1, 2, 3 kasi, makakwalified ang piracy kung ito ay may specific crimes na naka-involved. So, ano nga ba yung mga specific crime? Tulad ng mga murder, homicide, physical injuries, or maybe rape. Okay? So, when any of these committed is qualified, may be considered as qualified piracy. No? Sabi nila, kapag ikaw ay nag-commit ng murder, or either rape, or homicide, physical injuries, it is considered equal as one. No? It is a mere circumstances that you are qualified for the piracy and cannot be punished as separate crimes. Like, basta ikaw ay nasa loob ng isang cargo vessel, nakagawa ka ng crime, maalin dun sa nabanggit natin na murder, rape, homicide, physical injuries, you are committing the crimes and you got the punished or you receive a punishment under the law. So, yun nga, the Article 1, 2, 3 merely refers to qualified piracy. There is also the crimes of qualified mutiny. So, ano naman yung under the qualified mutiny, no? So, kung yung offenders ay inabandon na ang victims without means of saving themselves, or when the mutiny is accompanied by rape, murder, homicide, or physical injuries. So, yung dalawang yon is merong penalty na mare-receive pag sila ay against the humanity. So, ano nga yun? Ang pinakamabigat na ipinapataw ng ating bansa is the reclusion perpetua to death. Sabi nila, 40 years again, 40 years or lifetime imprisonment. Okay, we are moving on to Republic Act number 6235, no, yung tinatawag nating anti-hijacking law. Pagdating sa anti-hijacking law, it is another kind of piracy pero sa himpapawid. Paanong sinabing himpapawid? Kung yung piracy and mutiny is committed, it is by the vessel, means cargo vessel or sinasabi natin sa barko. Pero si anti-hijacking law is specialty to sa mga aircraft or yung panghimpapawid. So, ano nga ba yung mga situations, no, na gino-govern by anti-hijacking law? Yung first one is a surprising or seizing control of an aircraft of Philippine registry while it is in flight. Or maybe wala pa nga sa flight, nandun ka pa lang, pero may nangyari ng kaganapan or meron ng pangtetret sa isang piloto, it is considered as hijack attack. So, yung meron din naman tayong tinutukoy dito na yung mga situation na yung aircraft or foreign registry while within the Philippine territory, no, kino-compel na kung saan yung pilot is on the land, again, on the land, pero ito ay part pa rin ng Philippine territory. It is considered under the Republic Act number 6235 or the anti-hijacking law. So, what will be the punishment, no, na nare-receive kapag ikaw ay nag-commit sa nasabing hijack attack or dito sa Republic Act number 6235? Siyempre, ang punishment natin is imprisonment not less than 12 years. Maybe it will exist 20 years, but not more than 20 years. So, meron tayong mga other circumstances kasi na tinutukoy about sa anti-hijacking law, no? So, kung meron siyang fired, yun nga, meron siyang pagtatangkang barilin yung pilot or maalin sa member ng aircraft, kung saan din syempre maalin din sa passenger ng aircraft is under the anti-hijacking law. So, meron din naman kung balak niya or pinasabog niya yung aircraft or meron siyang dalang mga bomb or explosive para ma-destroy yung isang aircraft. And meron din namang kung ang crime is accompanied by murder, homicide, serious or physical injuries, or rape na nandun pa lang sa eroplano. So ano nga ulit yung pwede nating punishment na maipataw? Meron silang it's either 15 years not more than 12 to 12 years not more than 20 years, and maybe possible pwede silang, ewan ko, pero dito sa Pilipinas kasi walang pataw na pagpatay, pero hindi rin ako naniniwala na merong ganong sitwasyon. Pero ang alam ko kasi is pinapunish din pinapunish to death yung isang nakagawa ng isang krimen. Maybe it is a foreign, basta nandito sa loob ng ating area or ng Philippine area at nag-commit sila ng anti-hijacking law, is yun nga yung mga punishment, and yun din yung mga other circumstances para makommit nila yung punishment. So the law makes a distinctions between aircraft and foreign registry and of the Philippines. Siyempre, if the aircraft subjects will be hijacked is Philippine registry, it should be in flight at the time of the hijacking. So pag sinabing in flight, no, meron tayong tinatawag kasi na in flight Pag ang eroplano daw is naisarado na, even though hindi pa yan tumatakbo, it is what we call the in flight, no? So kung saan pwede na kasing ma-commit yung crime na hijack attack. So on the other hand, syempre, if the aircraft is a foreign registry, yung law natin hindi maia-apply. So maybe syempre it is a foreign law. So it is the law does not require, so it be in the flight before the anti-hijacking law will be applied. So this is because the aircrafts of foreign registry are considered in transit while they are in foreign countries, although they may have been in a foreign country. So syempre technically they are still in flight. So dahil nga they move out of the foreign country, so maybe kung ano yung batas ng foreign na yun yung pwede nilang ma-achieve na batas. Kung ikaw ay nasa ibang bansa, doon ka nag-commit ng hijack attack, so alam mo na kung ano yung punishment pag ginawa mo yung mga circumstances na nangyari or nabanggit ko. So yun nga, take note that under this law, no, yung aircraft is kino-consider dapat na in flight from the moment exterior doors man yan, close man ang pinto ng isang eroplano, or when the same door are again open for the disembarkation. So it means that the passenger that boarded, so you are planning to attack the pilots or the passenger of the aircraft. You are liable to commit the crime and will be punishable under the Republic Act number 6235 or the anti-hijacking law. Then that would be all, and thank you and have a good day.